And I do want to talk a little bit about the idea of the patriarchy. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit from a biblical perspective. Okay. Um, Anything with two heads is a mutant. That includes marriage or relationships. You cannot have two heads. And God, as the creator of the universe, knows how things work best. So he created a hierarchy where man is the head of the woman. This is a big part of why I say, husbands, it's your fault because you're the head. And this is how proper patriarchy works. It's not you get to be the dictator. Being the head of the household is about being a covering for the household. It is about being a protector of your wife and your children, physically and spiritually, and also financially. It is about, yes, you do get the final say, but unless you're an absolute moron, you're going to highly take into account what your wife is telling you because you love her. That's also scripture. In fact, the scripture that says, wives, submit yourselves to your husband, immediately after that, it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loves the church. Just a little after that, husbands and wives, submit yourselves one to another.
Is it after that or before that?
It's after.
Okay.
Unless I'm completely wrong. It's been a little while since I've read that specific passage, so I could be out of order, but I'm fairly sure that's the right order.
I know Paul says more than once about husbands, love your wives, and wives submit. So it's possible it's before and after, just in two different books.
There you go. But anyway, proper patriarchy is a good and wonderful thing in our opinion. Yes, I get final say on things, but I'm not a moron. So unless I have a strong set, this is way it needs to go, I don't care. So if she has a preference, and that's really how we deal with things. If one of us has a strong preference or a strong reason why something should be a certain way, then unless the other person is absolutely certain it should be different, we just go with the one who has the strongest sense about it. Most things in life, I don't care. So we'll talk about it, and I'll take her feedback into consideration, and vast majority of the time, like, whatever she wants, because I don't care one way or the other. So it's not something to worry about or to put my foot down on. The very rare occasions where we have disagreed on something and I've said, no, we're going to go and do it this way, that's the rare occasions where she will submit to that authority because she knows I care. She knows that I want her to be happy. She knows that I'm not going to be just selfishly doing this thing. And that's the thing. If you're being selfish at all, you're not doing it right. And I'm also right now speaking to the husbands on this because this is, one head of the house to another. Your responsibilities are to protect, to serve, to love, to honor, to cherish. You can't do any of that and all of that while being a domineering bastard. Okay? So, loving your wife is top of the list. Well, second. Love God first, love your wife second. Then you'll be in a proper place to be a good husband.
And ladies, just talking to the ladies, men, turn away for 5 seconds or something. The Bible tells you to respect your husbands. I'm not saying you have to agree with him on everything, but you don't treat him as if his opinion is not important, and you don't put him down because you just are in a bad mood today. That's not respect. That's not love. And that's not going to make it where he wants to give you the love that you deserve. Make it easy for your husband to love you.
Good advice. And of course, husbands, make it easy for your wife to submit by proving that you really do care. The easiest way to prove that you care is to actually care, to actually love her, to make that a choice every moment of every day.
And when he says submit that I submit to him, he's not the one telling me these are the clothes you're going to wear. He lets me wear what I want to wear. Why should he? It'd be one thing if he was like, "Are you sure you want to wear that?" That's reasonable. But to be like, "No, this is what you have to wear today."
No, not reasonable. On a rare occasion of, no, you're not going to wear that to that event, that might be reasonable, though thankfully you've never been in that situation. You're very conservative there, so you're not trying to wear something more risque. But yeah, I mean, I can see that being a thing. But yeah, you're right. Anybody trying to control what you're wearing on a daily basis, that's not proper and godly leadership.
It's one thing to tell your kids what they can and cannot wear, which you should be the one buying their clothes, so that should help with that. But
that brings up the illusion of choice.
yes.
And this is a big thing in NLP and hypnosis. It's called the illusion of choice. And it's a very important thing to use with kids. Allow your kids to have a choice, but you choose the parameters. So they can have this or this.
You
or
can
maybe
choose
it's this,
outfit
this, and
A or
this.
outfit B.
Right.
These are your choices for today. I will let you choose one of them.
But you get to choose what A and B are in order to restrict their decision down to something that you think is appropriate. This can happen with all kinds of things. And we actually use this on each other a lot when it comes to what we're going to eat. Whichever one of the first who wants to bring up the idea of eating is, okay, what do I want or what do I not want? And give the other one choices based upon what you want. So, you want to eat here, here, or here?
Do you want to have soup or chili? Do you want to have salad?
Yeah. Basically, it's called the illusion of choice because you've already eliminated all the choices you don't like. So you're allowing them to choose from within the framework of what is good and acceptable to you. And, as long as you're not doing this in some kind of negative, manipulative way, it's perfectly fine and good to use with each other.
And I have actually seen a good example of that with husbands and wives talking about going out to eat, and the husband going, "Hey, here's some options, pick two, and then I'll choose one of those."
Yeah, that's another option.
Because then you both get to say.
Mm-hmm. So, bonus was the illusion of choice. That was actually not intended for this video, but it is still kind of an important part of having a good marriage, is especially with kids, is giving them the illusion of choice. Do you want to go to bed at 8:45 or at 8:45? It doesn't matter because they choose, and then they have to go to bed at 8:45. So, or 8:45, whatever you want to call it, don't care. It's the same time, but they've chosen it, and they feel happy because they got to choose what time they went to bed. Of course, if you want to give them a little bit more leeway, if you want to go to bed at 8:45, you could even say, so you want to go to bed at 8:30 or 8:45? They're going to choose 8:45, but at least they feel like they have a choice.
And then you feel happy because
they're going to bed at 8:45.
8:45.
So that's a bonus parenting tip on top of the how to have a good marriage. So let's see, what else would be a good thing to include with this? Really, the main things are just love each other on purpose, by choice, and learn how to communicate with each other.
And those days when you're like, I'm not really feeling it, keep choosing to love them anyway.
Absolutely.
Love doesn't have to just be a feeling. It's a choice.
Absolutely. The feelings come and go and come and go. It's a cycle. Some days you're going to have much more feeling, other days you're not. But
there's
you
been
can
days
choose love the whole time.
That we've been like, if it wasn't that I'd get in trouble, I'd be tempted to hit you, but not just get in trouble. Okay, I was more hitting you with the truck, but...
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like with your hand. I'm like, you don't do that because it hurts you more than me.
No, I meant with the truck.
She's like, okay, gotcha. It's more like run me over.
Yeah.
Okay. See, even when you have a great marriage,
there are days.
Occasionally. Oh, well. Thankfully, I've never had that feeling towards you.
That's good.
Being less emotional can be a very good bonus sometimes. But yes, basically it's choose love. Choose it every day. Choose it every moment of the day if you have to. The feelings come and go. That's fine. That's normal. As long as you continue to choose love, the feelings will always come back.
Yes.
And that's the important thing. Sometimes you just need a good nap for them to come back.
Maybe you need some food.
Maybe you need some food. Could be. But yes, as long as you continue to choose love, the feelings will always return. And you can work through anything as long as both of you are willing to work on it. Well, that's all for this video.
If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment or a question below.
It really does help to let YouTube know that others should also be watching these videos. Also remember to check out our Facebook group. It's all about relationships of any kind. And of course, most importantly, click below and schedule that free consultation. We have options for people at every level. Whatever your problem is, if we don't have a YouTube video for it, we can get you some other kind of resource, even if there's no money in the bank. So even if you can't actually do a personal one-to-one with us, there's options. Definitely click that link, schedule that call. And that's all we got for now. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.